Okay, today we'll be installing the Legrand in-wall cord and cable power kit. So this allows both for power for your TV as well as your HDMI cable and any other cables, audio cables, whatever, to go behind the wall and come out at the bottom. So it's not only there, you have to be careful. Some only allow low voltage, which are your audio and video cable, but not power. This one allows power and low voltage cables to go through it. It comes with a receiver, I guess, on top, and a distributor on the bottom, for lack of a better word. It comes with some fish cables right here to feed your wires through. Comes with I guess a drill adapter, whatever, but you could basically connect it to your drilling machine or manually make a hole into your oh crap, what the hell do you call these things? Into your wall, and instructions, and I guess these would be used for hooking your cable to pull it down. So here's my TV. It's a 50-inch LG.
I'm playing Forza.
Okay, yeah, my son's playing Forza. I have HDMI cables, 2 HDMI cables, a network cable, and a power cable. Since most of the cables are located right here, I'm gonna make the hole right here, and then make a hole straight down right under it. Just want to make sure there's no stud behind it, because you know the hole needs to be big enough to accommodate this. So you want to make sure there's no stud behind it where you make the hole, and then go straight down, and then I'll connect to cable box and Xbox and whatnot. By the way, I'm also temporarily on a bookcase. So that's the plan. So let's get to it. Okay, so here's my bracket. I've used my stud finder to identify that there's a stud right here between these 2 points. So I have to make a hole here, and I want to make sure that it fits in here. My stud where I connected the TV bracket there's one here. Well, there's a stud here. That's why I put the 2 bolts here. So from here to here, there's it's about 16 inches, right? So I have to fit it right here, and I want to make sure that it fits here and not touch against the wall studs. So just using, that's how you do it. There's a starting of the stud and then ending. So when you come back here, starting of the stud on this side. So there's a hollow here, and this is where we're going to make the hole here. And we go straight down and make the hole here to line up against the power outlet, and it'll be a straight connection over there. Alright, the first thing you're supposed to do is unsnap the top, this faceplate from it, and you just basically pull on it. I think if you pull the bottom ones, and then the top one will just come right off. Anyway, obviously you want to make sure that this is long enough. I don't depending on how your TV is. If you're hanging it up all the way up here, this may not be long enough. You may have to get one that's longer. So make sure that this fits. So mine will fit. And again, looking over here are my studs. So this will go right in, somewhere right up here close. The plug is on this side for the TV. That'll get connected over here, and all the inputs for the TV are back here, so they'll go straight down. And here are 2 HDMI cables and a network cable. Will go straight in here. So that should be good. So now we're going to start making the hole as close to as right as possible. Should be good. Alright. Alright, so this is the manual saw that it comes with. It's a 76mm according to what's written here. And I'm going to manually do it. I do have a drilling machine, but I'm going to manually drill this instead of using a drilling machine. So I think it's, what the heck? Oh, it's right all the way. Maybe a drilling machine would be easier. I think this is less messy because a drilling machine makes a lot of dust. Well, I guess this is also making a lot of dust. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to manually do. Alright. So I'm going to make both the holes. I think it's self-explanatory. Alright, now that I made a hole up here, I have to make a hole straight down here, but I also want it to be at the same level as the power and my network cable and my cable. So it would be along the same lines as this, and you know, somewhere right here. So I'm just going to use my level to mark a straight down and put an X here somewhere, and then level it out with this to make sure that it is flush with the you know, on the same line as that power card. That's because I'm going to conceal all this using a shelf, so I want it to be at the same level. You know, it's up to you as to where you want it, but I'm covering it up so I don't see any wires. So I'm going to go straight down here, and then probably right here is along the same lines as power cable. So mark it, I guess, somewhere here. Okay. All right. So I made the hole down here. Up here, I'm going to use this fish tape, as I call it, to go in here and pull the wire from up top. So let's see how well this works according to what they're saying. So mine has insulation. Your wall may not have insulation, but obviously it's probably easier without insulation, I guess. I have to see where the heck it's coming. I have no idea where the heck it went. Oh, here, wait, that's a stud. What the heck? Maybe if I push it along the stud. Oh, look at that, it actually worked. Alright, so now we have this. Look, the hook came up on top. Alright, and we will yank this bad boy down. But this is probably not the only. Now, yeah, we can pull. Let's pull this down. I think it's also a good idea is to feed this so that there's not too much tension in the wall to make it easier to pull it down. Okay. I don't know if it probably ripped. Okay, yeah, so it probably ripped the insulation there. Kind of messy. Alright, now we have to send the fish tape again so that we can grab the other cables, and I'm going to fish those down through, okay? Okay, so what I've actually done is run this fish tape from the top down. The reason being, if you do from the bottom up, this hook is going to catch some of the insulation. So run it from the top down. And I also ran my HDMI cables and my network cable through this slit here. I put these covers, the plastic covers, and I put tape on it so that this tab doesn't break when it goes through. It's also a good idea to zip wire it just in case, you know, so that they all stay together when they come through, and it's easier to grab it when they're all together. So I'm going to run it through. I can always just cut that off later. Use the fish hook to grab these wires and pull them out down below. Okay, I was able to fish all the wires through the HDMI and the network cable through here. Down here, I had to do it individually. These things broke. This fish wire, here's the one with the hook. They broke over time, and again, it really depends on how much padding you have, because it does get in your way. So you want to make sure that you have room to push this through, and that's why those things broke. But anyway, I was able to fish out all my 2 HDMI cables and my network cable, and now it's very easy to put this back and screw it. Well, I'm saying it's very easy. It doesn't look so easy because you practically have to push the insulation back and push the push this power wire back. So it's easier said than done. Need some wiggling, and I have no idea why this bottom one is not going through. Oh, there we go. Well, I have to fiddle with this a bit to get it in. I don't know why it's not securing in. Oh, okay. Alright, so there we go. And we screw these things in, it'll lock it up. And that takes care of this. Then do the same thing down below. Okay, I've put this plastic, well, first I screwed the 3 screws around the bracket, and then I snapped this on, plugged in the power cable, my 2 HDMI, my network cable hanging. Now we're going to do the same thing for the bottom. The bottom is almost the same way. We have to remove these 2 screws to remove this back cover. We have to remove these 2 screws to remove the back cover and put this through, and I think secure it back. And this cable hangs down from here. So this would be top, I guess. I think it says so here. It doesn't say. Oh, let's remove this bracket. Just unsnap it. I wish there was a better way of doing this, because there's always a good chance it may break off. Okay, and it doesn't. Oh, see, it says bottom here, so this part goes in the bottom. I'm guessing it goes like that. Yeah. So this goes like this with this hole on top for this wire to go in and fit. And obviously we're going to run these cables through. So let me unscrew this. Oh, I guess I could do it pretty quickly. trying to see what's... maybe it goes inside this slot right here. Yep. So this notch right here, it goes in perfectly. Matches here perfectly, supposedly. I don't know. Push it all the way to the front, I guess. I'll make sure that you can... Yep. And then we screw this back on. Nice and tight. Okay, so this is nice and secure. Now we'll run the cables through this top notch here, and where are they? Maybe I should run these cables first before I connected it, but I don't think it matters. You know, again, it depends on how many cables you have. You could have, you know, if you have a 4-input TV, maybe you can have 4 HDMI cables. So it really depends how many cables you have, I guess. Alright, so we have the cables here. Now we push this bad boy in. Hopefully it should go in nice and easy. Make sure that these tabs go inside. And in order for the tabs to go inside, you have to push the screw in. There we go. Actually, that was quite easy. So I'm gonna screw these ones in so you can see it. It's not straightforward. I do want to position this so that, you know, this is vertical as much as possible. It does take a while to screw these things in. Okay, I'm going to screw it in. I need both hands. Alright, so I just tie wrapped all these cables and connected them up to my systems. Now this is just a plug for the TV, and it's straightforward. This bottom part gets plugged over here. You want to make sure that there's enough room to plug this in, and then this gets connected to an outlet, which I'll do after I connect up the TV. And yep, that's it. So this is how it looks like after everything is done. We have the bottom connector there, and here's the TV mounted, and if you can see the cables, they're kind of behind it, so everything is, can't see the cables at all. Everything looks clean. Thanks for watching.